Hey guys, good morning. So Autumn came on to our test group and talking about refeed day, calorie brackets, and a little bit more. So I thought I would just record this video and then that you guys can watch it and it'll give you a little more information.
Good morning. Happy Sunday, you guys. I hope everybody's Sunday is off to a great start. I was scrolling through a lot of your guys' posts from yesterday and today, so saw a couple things I wanted to come on and address as we go into week 2 of phase 2. So, first of all, there was one post I saw in particular. One of the girls, I think her name is Colette, was commenting about feeling incredibly bloated recently. A lot of stuff going on with her, and you guys did an amazing job by all responding and obviously being kind and giving great advice and all of that. But some of the things that Colette was talking about in her post, and it was long, she was detailed, which was great because that's very helpful, was that, she felt like when she started the program, she had about 10 pounds to lose. She really listened to my videos and sort of took into consideration everything that I was saying about whether or not you end up in weight loss or maintenance. And being that she had 10 pounds to lose, she sort of went in between her weight loss and her maintenance. So she was supposed to be in plan A for weight loss, plan C for maintenance. She started in plan B. She said it was a lot more protein than what she's used to. She hasn't been sleeping, sick kids in the house, injured husband in the house. They all got sick, just lots of stuff going on. But there were a few clues sort of in her post that I didn't read everybody's comments. So some people might have caught it and others didn't. But so you guys, when I give advice, I'm speaking to the masses. But the second you have a medical condition that changes your makeup, we got to look past my advice sometimes. So Colette has hypothyroidism, which means her thyroid works slower than most people's, okay? That's a big deal because that means her metabolism and everything is functioning slower. So that alone right there tells me Colette, I don't want you starting in between weight loss and maintenance. I would want you in weight loss because we're already sort of fighting an uphill battle. And if you still have weight to lose, we got to be careful about how we start. The other thing is I think some of you guys are getting excited about if you have 10 pounds to lose, you can still eat in maintenance advice. And that is not what I've said. I've been very specific about the fact that if you have weight to lose, you start in weight loss. And if and only if you feel like you're dying, like you're starving, like you're gonna kill somebody, like you're so angry all the time, you're irritable because you're not getting enough fuel, then you consider moving up to maintenance. But if you have weight to lose, you don't say, Autumn said I have 10 pounds to lose, I start in maintenance, because that's not what I've said. I've been very clear that you start in weight loss and you see how you feel, and based on how you feel, you might need to move into maintenance. But everybody with 10 pounds to lose shouldn't be starting in maintenance just to get more food and start in maintenance. If you have weight to lose, you start in weight loss. So I'm going to keep sort of reiterating that because obviously there's lots of people. Not everybody sees all of my videos. And I want to make sure I'm being very clear so you get amazing results, but so that you make sure that you take the right information back to your challengers as well. Because I don't want you guys to be like, Autumn said I have 10 pounds to lose, I eat maintenance, and then I gain weight. I didn't say that. I said if you could potentially be on the cusp depending on how your body is. Some people have just raging fast metabolisms. Some people put on lean muscle really fast. So it all comes into play. So be aware of that. Okay, yeah, as somebody else, Hannah's commenting and said she has hypothyroidism and she bumped up in phase 2. She feels less puffy and she's noticed weight loss. And that is great. And again, that's why I'm saying everybody is different. So you have to be aware of that. But when you take into consideration everything else Colette was saying about lack of sleep, she said it was more protein than she's used to starting this program. Just lots of things going on. Lots of stress on her body. So there's a lot of things that could be going on that were making her feel puffy. It might not be the fact that she bumped up to plan B and was eating in between her weight loss and her maintenance. It could be all the other things. But I'm just pointing this out to you guys so that you keep it in mind. The other thing I want to point out is for people who are new to my programs, this sun is brutal, but you guys, I'm doing this, just so y'all know, I'm doing this from my car because my house is like a black hole right now. Something went out with my service and I have like no service at my house whatsoever. So I had to wait till I came to the grocery store, parked the car to talk to you guys. Anyways, here I am. So what was I about to talk about? I was about to talk about too much protein. Not too much protein, but if you're new to one of my programs, or if you haven't used the containers before, then yeah, it might be more protein than you are used to. So, something to try. And this is something to try too if you're just interested in being more plant-based, if you're just like, hey, you know, like, there's a lot going on, there's a lot of information coming in about how much animal protein we should or maybe shouldn't have. You can always follow the vegan plan and then add in animal protein for your reds sort of where you want to. So let's say you're following Plan C, vegan, and you get 4 reds. I don't even know if that's accurate or not right now because my brain isn't functioning yet. It's very early here in Los Angeles. But so let's say you get 4 reds. You could make 2 of them vegan reds and 2 of them animal proteins. And then it'd be less animal protein than you would eat on the regular plan, but you'd still get some animal protein. Does that make sense? So if you are noticing like, wow, this is a lot of protein for me, that's another option for you guys. Follow the vegan plan, just like our vegetarians do. Our vegetarians follow the vegan plan, and if they want eggs, they put it in for one of their reds. If they want Greek yogurt, they put it in for one of the reds. So you can do the same thing. If you're interested in being more plant-based, do it. I actually have been following that recently for the last few weeks just because I'm curious, and I like being very plant heavy in my nutrition. So that's what I've been doing is I've just been going part of my reds are from animal protein, but not all of them. So I guess it's not really vegetarian because I can't eat eggs, but it's in that realm if that makes sense to you guys. So it's just another option if you find that it is a lot of protein because not everybody digests it that easy. So be aware of that. And then the last thing I want to talk about is refeed day. So I know we've talked about it a lot already, and I know you guys are all freaking out because the first test group did it too. I just don't know why everybody freaks out. It kind of cracks me up a little bit. You guys, it's not that, it's called a modified refeed day, first of all. The way we do it in like fitness competition world, it's much more intense and you really eat. Like you eat above maintenance by a couple hundred calories. You guys aren't doing that. You guys are getting a tiny little bump in calories. But what you're getting, because what you'll see is it's been adjusted. It's been adjusted that yes, you get a little more yellow and one or two extra purples depending on the group, like the bracket you're in. But you get less fat, so you're going to see less teaspoons in your day. So it's not that big of a deal. It's one day, and it does serve a purpose. Okay, it's not just a random go have a cheat day. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not giving you guys a cheat day just to give you a cheat day. It is scientifically based and proven. It is a little bit of a mental break for one day, right? For people who have been like so freaking tight on it that they're just like, oh my God, I'm really starting to get that craving for a little bit of sugar. I mean, it will help with that too. But this is really, really to give your muscles what they need. I see you guys all posting how tired you are that past week. How many of you guys have posted, I've been really tired this week in phase 2? It's because the depletion in your glycogen levels. We've been working your muscles super duper hard and eating super duper clean. So this is the little bump that we're going to restore that glycogen, and your energy is going to skyrocket right back up, and we're going to keep going. But I need you to follow the plan the way it's written. Like, people are going, okay, well, do I have to eat off the supplemental yellow list? Yeah, that's the whole point. If you don't eat off the supplemental yellow list, it's not a refeed day. If you're eating off the regular yellow list, you're still eating those super duper healthy carbs that are low on the glycemic index. I need you to eat high on the glycemic index. I have people asking me about recipes on Fixate that aren't marked or on the supplemental yellow list. If they're not on there, they're not a part of refeed day right now, you guys. That's just the bottom line. It's not because I couldn't mark every recipe. It's just, this is how it works. These are the ones I want you to have. It's one day. Just follow it. Like, take a deep breath, do it the way it's written, and enjoy it. And then we're going to move forward. Yes, gluten-free options are totally doable, you guys. You are allowed to go gluten-free. So I know on the supplemental yellow list, you see things like pretzels or bread or a bun or whatever. If you're gluten-free, by all means, eat gluten-free. Like, that's totally acceptable. That's how I do it. Somebody's asking, are Eggo waffles okay? If you see it on the list, it's okay. If it's not on the list, you guys are killing me. Autumn, is white bread okay? Read the list! Oh my God, read the list, you guys. There's a supplemental yellow list. Read it. The items on the list are what you can have. If it's not on there, you can't have it. That's the bottom line. Like, there's no gray area here. I'm very specific about what you can have and what you can't have. If it's not on the supplemental yellow list, you can't have it. Don't hit me up with 9 million questions about if you can have it or not. I'm not going to respond to you. Read the list. I love you guys. But we put a list together for a reason. It's so that you guys can actually, it's so funny. When we were doing this, when we were making everything, and my team was like putting everything together, and they kept putting more and more collateral, and I was like, I don't know why you're making more collateral. I was like, they're not going to read it. And they're like, yeah, no, they will. And I'm like, yeah, no, they won't. I've been doing this for 5 years. They never read it. They all message me and ask me the question that's in the darn book. You guys, you get annoyed with your challengers when they do it. I know you do, because I hear you all come talk to me about it. And you're like, oh, they keep asking me the same question. And I'm like, yeah, what's that feel like? Imagine a couple 100,000 people asking you the same question that you put in the book so that it was answered for them, so that if you didn't get to them, that they would have an answer. It's in the book. So I love you guys, but read it. It's all there, okay? But we're gonna do our refeed day. It's gonna be awesome. It's not gonna set you back unless you go off track with it. If you overeat on it, yeah, that'll set you back. If you veer from the supplemental yellow list and you're like, well, it's refeed day, I can eat a pint of ice cream, that's going to be a problem. It's not on there for a reason, right? Okay. So, and yes, you guys, there are a lot of things that I know people have been asking me about. They're not on the list for a reason. Your yellows go up, your fat goes down. So things like ice cream, that's high in fat. Like, it's not going to be on the list because, yeah, it's high in sugar, but it's also high in fat. But in order to keep it balanced so that you don't gain a bunch of weight in one day, I have to keep it low in fat. So be aware of that it's not, that's why it's not a free-for-all. That's why I don't have just any random cookie listed. Because you can go down the grocery store aisle and those cookies are like loaded with preservatives, loaded with fat. That's not what I want you to necessarily have. I want you to have what I put on the list, okay? So there it is. Hopefully that helps you guys out as you start to prepare for this week and for refeed day. And I'm going to go in the grocery store and get the stuff I need to get moving for the day. And I will, I'm sure, talk to you guys later. I'm sure there's going to be 9 million comments on here, and I'll look at them. And if there's something I see, well, I'll drive back down to the grocery store so I can come on live and talk to you guys since I can't do it from my house today. All right, have a great Sunday. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey guys, so that's the video from Autumn. If she posts any more about refeed day, I will post it for you, or at least put some of the information that she has on there. I printed out my recipes for refeed day, so I'm going to be making the brownies for sure and some cookies, and probably just throw them in the freezer and keep them in the freezer for refeed day. So hope everyone has a great Sunday. I am just making cookies actually for my son's hockey team because they have a tournament tomorrow, and off to work. So have a great day. Bye guys. Bye.